Hi everyone. I wanted to do part 2 of this self-help video in regards to overcoming childhood trauma and abuse. I made one earlier today on healing the whole person. And you have to become stabilized first of all in order to work on things that are difficult. So that is the reason why I wanted to bring that up. Since these videos are new, I kind of want to do them in an order that is also beneficial and helpful. I don't want to jump right into really serious stuff and not cover some of the groundwork. I'm laying the groundwork for this video series that I'm doing. I probably got paint all over me, and I'm sorry if you see that. I mentioned in my other video I took up art late in life, and that's so out of characteristic for me to jump into something. It's been a real healing experience for me, and I've been doing it for about 6 years, maybe longer now, a little longer. And it's very therapeutic, and it's something kind of out of characteristic for me, and I've found that doing something new, something that I've never thought I could do because I didn't have a lot of confidence in myself most of my life, and I still struggle with that, and you probably do too. Let me just, since I brought that up, there was something that I wanted to say about confidence, because the people that suffer, like myself, with abuse, we often have very low self-esteem. So this person sitting in front of you right now doing this video is a far cry from the person that I was a long time ago when I started this journey. And it's probably a journey that'll be going on for my entire life, but it does get better. And in order to build confidence, one thing that I found out through my art journey was that you need to do things and be successful at them. Even if they're small and you are successful at them, that success is what builds your confidence in yourself. You can't do it through a video. You can't do it through reading a book. I mean, surely those things do help because they can guide you in the right direction, but this is personal. This is your self-confidence. And it is a little bit different than self-worth, the confidence. Self-worth, in my opinion, comes from a much deeper place, a spiritual place, a place of feeling loved and that you belong and that you're important. But confidence comes from having a series of successes. Every art project that I master, and there have been, well, I don't know about master, but getting it to where I feel like it's good, it's a quality, it's professional quality, and there have been times it's taken me many attempts to do that, and I've cried and I've thought I'm a failure. And then I got myself back up, put my big girl pants on, and went back at it again. And when I succeeded, I got that self-confidence, that personal self-confidence, because that's how you build that. It's how you build confidence, is by being successful at little things. But anyway, that was off topic, but helpful. I wanted to tell you the other 2 medications because we're talking about the mind, the body, and the spirit, your whole being, and working on each part of your being in this healing process and becoming stabilized in order to do that. And one way to become stabilized physically and mentally in order to be able to work on that is medication. And as I said in my other video today, that's not for everyone. And for many years, I never took medication. I do now, and I am not a doctor. I want to put that out there every time. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a substitute for a doctor. You need to see your doctor or your therapist because she can direct you in the right place if you are suffering from depression or any kind of mental illness, or you have symptoms or things that are going wrong physically, go to your doctor first. I am just here as sort of an example, a mediator, telling you my experience and the wisdom that I have learned from the things that I have personally struggled and been through. The other two medications that I take are atenolol and gabapentin. Gabapentin is also known as Neurontin, and that's a new medication for me. I haven't been on that for very long, but it's been a life changer for me. The first two I mentioned earlier today were Zoloft and Doxepin. And those two work on specific symptoms that I experience. And the atenolol is a blood pressure medicine. It's banned from the Olympics. It is it keeps your heart rate steady, and it won't allow your heart to race. Like, I'm a very anxious person. I used to have panic attacks. Still do occasionally, although they are much farther and few and farther between. And I have the tools and skills and experience now to deal with them very effectively. But that medication helps with that. It keeps my adrenaline from just that, that adrenaline rush. It keeps that from happening. The gabapentin, I was experiencing a lot of pain because I have nerve damage. I have carpal tunnel syndrome, and that was waking me up at night and depriving me of sleep. And as I said in my earlier video, sleep is crucial. But it also helps me mentally. It has surprised me. It's gotten rid of restless leg syndrome, which some of my other medications do aggravate, and that was causing me a great deal of distress of not being able to sleep due to restless leg syndrome, and the gabapentin was a game changer. It has been wonderful. And as I said in my earlier video, you don't have to take medication. You don't have to do anything, but at least think about your symptoms and think about things that you might want to change and what you feel you might need to discuss with your doctor. Moving on. Managing physical symptoms. There is a syndrome that you can have from mental illness, and I wrote it down, but its abbreviation is GAP. And I believe it's a gastrointestinal thing regarding psychological issues. And I haven't done any research on that, but I just thought that was really interesting, and I just found out about that today, that it's an actual diagnosis now. And I thought that would be interesting to bring that up under physical symptoms. And now that we live in the day and age that knowledge is at our fingertips, you could Google that. I'm going to. And we talked about spirituality and caring for our spirit. And I had talked about God today, and I'm not going to reiterate what I said. If you're following my videos and I mentioned something that I've alluded to in another video, just go back and watch it. They're all very short. And this one's going on, it's over 9 minutes. So I have to really try to be brief and effective and watch my time as well. This journey of overcoming any kind of abuse, especially childhood abuse, there are no straight lines. This healing process doesn't come in a nice, neat little Martha Stewart package. No offense to Martha Stewart, she's awesome. But pertaining to this, that's not how it works. This journey has many winding roads and sharp turns and unexpected things that come up and get in our way. And the person that's sitting before you is still in that journey, but I can't wait till I feel like I'm a perfect human being or good enough to do these videos. I feel like, though, that I am far enough down the line that I have enough information and enough experience that I could be qualified to share my story in a responsible way when dealing with something this serious. And it is a little scary for me, because I would never want to harm you or give you wrong advice, and I promise you I will do everything in my being not to do that. And I pray before I do this, even if you don't believe in God, prayer to me is essential. It's part of my life. My relationship with God is just as unique and messy and chaotic as the individual that I am, but it is a relationship. And on this crazy road to overcoming these things, I think God is important. And if you don't believe in God, or you're just agnostic and you're just not sure, I mean, really what it boils down to is these things either exist or they don't. But when I look around me and I look at myself and I look at other people, I'm sorry, but it just reeks to me of intelligent design, and I can't fall for a lie that Charles Darwin put out there without any scientific backup, but everybody taught it and believed it, that we evolved from apes. Think about that. It's ridiculous. We are not alone in the world. And even if you're not at a place where you can believe in that or accept that, just try to stay open to it for yourself in your personal space, as I said in my other video. Try them, test it. And this is not a preaching video series. I don't go to church. I don't give my money to TV preachers. They do not represent the God that I know, of love and kindness, and that wants good things for you, that wants you to be healthy and well. He has many names, and one of them is Jehovah Rapha, the God that heals me. So I want you to start to pay attention to your spirit too, your body, your mental state, and discuss these things with your doctor. If you are a believer in God, if you do attend hopefully a good church, a sound church that teaches sound doctrine, talk to your pastor. Talk to one of the women in the church if you're a woman. If you're a man, go to one of the elders in the church. They have a lot of wisdom. You would be surprised. You know, you never know what somebody's story might be about. And I am going to cut this short. But I did want to touch on the rest of that, the medications that I didn't get to mention in my first video, and elaborate a little bit on the mind-body-spirit connection and ways that you can listen to your body, listen to your spirit, and get in tune with that and take care of that. Also, one great thing, you know, not everybody's interested in art. You know, we all have our own jam. We all have our own passions, and that's awesome, you know. But I would encourage journaling. And if you're afraid somebody's going to read that and you don't want to have that laying around or left behind, write stuff down in the moment, take them outside, put them on your grill, a fire pit, somewhere safe, and burn them. Make sure the fire is completely out. But I encourage that. That is a part of taking care of your whole being, because that helps your mind. It helps you physically. Sometimes just getting that out can help you sleep better. So those are some things for you to think about. And I'm going to stop this video now and upload it. And until my next video, you matter. You are important. You are not alone. And I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.